Ladies, it's been a while. The first thing I want you to know is that yes, everything is okay with me. I thank you all for reaching out. There's been so many of you who have reached out saying, Erin, is everything okay? You haven't been posting. Like you, this time has been one of exponential, well, I would say turmoil and exponential growth. And I want to talk today about this. I don't want it to just be about me, but I will insert little snippets to let you know you're not alone, but to reinforce the empowering statement that this is all for a great, great cause. That has been the thing that has been keeping me going, along with a few other things that I will be mentioning to you so that you too can do it. Because the energy here is, I cannot repeat this enough. It is not suggesting that we up-level or upgrade and let all of the stuff that has not served us, that has kept us limited, fearful, not being our authentic selves, trapping our voice, allowing ourselves to express ourselves fully. That's not a suggestion anymore that maybe you should look at giving that away. It is forcing you. And if you don't do it, it's going to make you really uncomfortable until you do. So here's where this video comes in to what you can do. Please let me explain to you. We have never experienced this kind of powerful energy before, okay? If you have been feeling like your biggest issues have been brought to the surface and you are feeling, let's just say some of them out there, completely overwhelmed, anger has come up from you, situations that you've kind of put down and said, well, I should be able to kind of get through that. I can move through it. Sorry, I've got this hair here. No, you're not supposed to let go of those. For women in particular, and this was one of the big things with me, folks. We live to make everybody else okay. And in so many areas of my life, I have moved away from that, and that's been very freeing. But there has been kind of an undercurrent for me that I have, since I was a child, always molded myself so that everybody else was okay. Even when there was chaos going on, I was having to be the calm in the middle of the tornado, the responsible one for everybody else's well-being. Now, that includes for me clients, that includes my personal family, that includes my extended family. And this is not a blame game. This is me who took the responsibility on my shoulders of it all. And this has been an incredibly trying time for my husband because he is going through, well, I think he's on the other side now, a tremendous transformation, like not even a mild one, a huge transformation. It was not easy for me to deal with it because he was going through it in his own way in our home where we have more people in here than ever before, and he wasn't the only one going through a transformation. I was going through, but I wasn't able to go through it properly because I had to be there to support him. My kids have been going through their own transformation on totally different levels. You know, my son, he's been going through, he just became a teenager, although I think he's been going through that for about a year or two. Different issues within him have really risen to the surface. Issues with my daughter really risen to the surface. Clients, you know, going through their own things. It was like I felt the weight of the world, not to mention the planetary things going on. Because at this point, I am very tapped in and tuned into the energies. And it was very difficult for me to turn off. And I think a lot of women who follow me here are very sensitive that way as well. So not only are your stuff being brought up, potentially the stuff in your own family is being brought up. Then you go to your, many of the people that follow me live in the United States. Your country's issues have risen to the surface to be cleared, and that is a palpable energy. Look, I'm living in Dubai and I feel it. But the beautiful thing is, have you seen that it's creating ripple effect throughout the world? So it is necessary. It is no longer an option to keep saying, yeah, I'm just going to trudge through life. So finally, I kind of had not a breakdown, but I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be there for you all. I couldn't be there for my husband. I couldn't be there for anybody. And I just had to, as my one beautiful friend said, you couldn't go outside to escape, so you had to go inside to escape. And that was exactly what happened. It was like I had to go into a silent world. I didn't answer messages. I didn't look at messages. I didn't really look at my phone. I had to turn off all of that. And that's what I really recommend for you. Take a break. Turn off the phone. Stop reading all the messages. Stop getting involved. And I know that might seem counterintuitive for a lot of you who are thinking this is the time to ramp it up because we got to see change. Ladies, this is what I know for sure. Our reality that we experience and that we see is a direct reflection of what's going on inside of us. So that might seem, again, counterintuitive to you as well. Well, I don't consider myself racist, for example. I don't consider myself competitive. I don't consider myself unworthy, whatever it is. No, you do, because this world is a reflection of all of us. And yes, you can do things by, voting, as people are saying, and there's a lot of things you can do, but it really starts here, because when your vibration changes, your outer reality cannot not change. Do you see? As soon as I started to just tune everybody out and go inward and start dealing with some of the really deep stuff that I've just been pushing down in order to make everybody else's lives okay, I had to admit certain things, and I just don't want to do them anymore. This is going to be reflected in my life. This is going to be reflected in the Elegant Life. A huge elevation and transformation is happening for the Elegant Life. There were certain things that I was struggling with in the business, and I just said enough. And wouldn't you know it, the answer to my prayers came yesterday. Simple, elegance, flow, the solution. So I'm telling you, ladies, if you've been feeling out of sorts, you're not alone. If you have been feeling like you've taken on the brunt of this energetic shift so that your family's all okay, this is an epidemic, ladies, and it's time that we create really strong boundaries with the loved ones, but we also stop closing our voices and saying what it is a non-negotiable of what we need, what we will not do anymore. One of the things, for example, that I need to streamline with my business is that I am so utterly available for everybody. So in one day, I could have messages coming through my iMessages, through my WhatsApp, through my email, through my Facebook business pages, through the phone texting thing, different than WhatsApp. I could have my daughter coming in needing something, my husband 20,000 times a day needing something. my son needing something. Gosh, I'm so sorry. There's this hair. It's just in my eye. We have a helper in the house that has been amazing, but she still has questions. So it was overwhelming, and it can't run like that anymore. And that is what I have had to admit to myself. I am very available to you, and I was worried that if I made myself more unavailable, that you would not feel the level of connection with me that I desire you to feel. That I do my work because I want to. I don't have to. I don't have to. I have organized my life and manifested an exquisite life for myself that I do not have to work, but my soul needs to. It is a non-negotiable. I have to. I have to. And the connection with you and being of service to you is something that brings me purpose, pleasure, joy, bliss, and yes, that too, financial abundance. But I need you to know that I am here for you. Things are just going to be changing so that I can self-preserve a little bit more, a lot more. Caught myself there, a lot more. Okay, so look, what should you do if you're going through this? Start asking for what you need. Not really even asking, telling. Do you need time by yourself? They have to respect that. Do you need people to take care of their own crap and you to say, I'm going to take care of me. You seek out help for you. Go seek it out, because I can't be your everything. I cannot be the rock for everybody, because I'm going through my own transformation too, okay? If you can get outside and enjoy the outdoors and nature, that is something huge. I'm going to be coming later. I don't know when. I can't put timelines, but a lot of different things are going to be changing, where I'm going to be showing you what you can do. But ladies, meditate every day. Write a list of how you want to feel that day, what you're grateful for every day. Do something every day that is slightly different, that is going to bring you a sense of difference, uniqueness, joy. And just, this is something that I'll end off with here, that I had a massive, make a list of everything that gives you energy, that gives you joy. And when I wrote down, probably, I think there was one thing on that list that I'm actually doing right now. Now, some of them we've not been able to manage because it's been locked down for months, and that's normal, and we just have to accept. It's almost at the end now. It is coming. It is. Oh, hallelujah. So a lot of the things we're going to start getting back to normal. But ladies, you got to do an inventory. And if you're not doing things that bring you joy and give you energy, not suck energy from you, give you energy, you've got to commit to doing it, because I'm telling you, this energy is just going to force you. So it's your choice of how difficult you want to make that. And I just made it a non-negotiable choice that, you know what? Enough. So that's where I've been. That's what my journey is. And I know it's not dissimilar to a lot of you, because you follow along very energetically with the way that I am. A part of me wants to apologize for not being more for you here, not being here for you more. During this difficult time, I have felt tremendous guilt, because I know this time more than ever, you've probably needed me. I just couldn't anymore. I just couldn't. So I'm not going to apologize, but I'm going to say I'm aware. I'm aware that maybe you needed me now and I wasn't here for you. And just know you've been in my thoughts, in my meditations, in my prayers. But I have had to go inside and do my stuff to allow this full transformation that is grand. Let's just put it that way. I love you, and I don't know when I'm going to be fully back, but I sense it's coming, okay? Lots of things are changing, and you'll be seeing them as they do. Lots of love to you. Mwah.